Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to each and every one of you. So, new week, new topic, and for this week's lesson, it is all about multimedia. Alright, so basically, for these 2 weeks, this week and the following week, which is next week, I'll be sharing with you guys on how to basically use a video editing tool, for instance, Powtoon, and then other applications to facilitate your learning process, definitely, and to facilitate your completion of group assignment. Yes, so basically today our lesson is directly related to your very own group assignment, the only group assignment for this subject this semester. So let us start with the slides first. What are the learning outcomes? So basically, by the end of the topic, you guys, the students, you should be able to identify and apply key features of graphics and media applications, video, audio editing, media player, photo applications for learning purpose, definitely. And this is something I believe closely related to most of you guys, because definitely on daily basis, for instance, when you upload your pictures on Instagram, whatnot, definitely you edit it. So yes, when it comes to editing software applications, I believe you are somehow very good at it. Okay, and then definitely the next one is to use appropriate phone apps, yes, phone applications, and to facilitate learning and increase productivity. So that's what we'll be looking at for these 2 weeks. So a little bit on in multimedia, yes, so that's what our main focus for these 2 weeks. Yes, for instance, today I'll be sharing with you guys Powtoon, for instance, or how to use Powtoon to complete your assignment, for instance, your group assignment. And when it comes to multimedia, it can be referred as combination of various elements such as text, audio, images, video, graphics, and so on. So when it comes to multimedia, for instance, when you watch movie, so when you watch a movie, definitely the movie contains images. Yes, images, video, text. Yes, the subtitle, the audio, the sound, alright, the graphics, whatnot, the graphic, the CGI, whatnot. So all those things, yes, when we combine them, whatnot, we can refer them to multimedia here, as with the picture here, if you can see. So multimedia, alright. In fact, when you are listening to this lecture video, you are actually watching a multimedia presentation. The slide, yes, and then there are graphics here and there, and then there are audio, my voice, for instance, and then the text, the images, okay, the video of me moving. All right, so it is also an example of multimedia. And then when it comes to multimedia software, all right, there are a lot of softwares out there pertaining to multimedia, definitely pertaining to the images, videos, sound, whatnot. So that's why we have desktop publishing software, for instance, image editing software, the one you use perhaps on daily basis, all right, when you edit your pictures before you upload it into Instagram or Facebook, for instance, all right, even your WhatsApp stories, okay. And then we also have drawing software. Yes, when you draw using application, all right, using your PC, for instance. And then we also have video editing software when you edit your videos. And this is something that this is actually our main focus for this week. Yes, I'll be sharing with you more on video editing software, because this is related to your group assignment. And video editing software, believe me, you will be using it a lot, all right, for the next few years. When you complete a foundation, and then when you go for your degree program, for instance, yes, there will be a lot of assignments involving video editing software. So that's why this is our main focus actually. And then yes, we also have web page software in order for you to produce your web page. Okay. So here are examples of video editing software. We have a lot actually. We have Movie Maker, InShot, Power Director, iMovie, whatnot. These applications can be used on various platforms, name it Apple products, Microsoft products, whatnot. Okay, and definitely, as I mentioned to you earlier just now, if you guys remember, our main focus for this week, which is Powtoon. Yes, Powtoon here. All right. So the end, yes, the end for the slides only, because after this I'll be sharing with you guys more on Powtoon and how to complete your assignment, your group assignment. Okay? So class, basically, What is Powtoon? Alright, the one I mentioned to you multiple times already. So Powtoon is basically an application which we can use, alright, to create videos, interesting videos, alright, to present ideas, to share stories. So instead of having normal PowerPoint slides, for instance, you can also use Powtoons to present your ideas, to create simple movies, alright? You can use animations, or you can use cartoon characters, whatnot. So to better understand what Powtoon is all about, let us watch this one video first on what Powtoon is all about. Okay, what is Powtoon? So that is Powtoon, alright, an application which we can use to create videos, interesting videos. And this is something which you will be using a lot in order for you to complete your group assignment later. And now, let us watch a simple tutorial on how to use Powtoon for free. Definitely, this is an application and you can use it for free. But if you have extra cash, for instance, you can pay for the subscription or subscription fee so that you can use a lot more of the functionality. Right? There are a lot more functions which you can use if you pay for the monthly subscription fees, for instance. But you can still use it for free, and let us watch this video to better understand how to use Powtoon for free.
Powtoon is part video maker, part animator, and part presentation tool. And to get started with Powtoon, go to www.powtoon.com. There are several pricing plans for premium features, but I'm going to use the free account, and I will sign in with my Google account. Click the plus button to start a new Powtoon, or you can use the templates button above. Some of these templates are for pro accounts only, as noted, but many are free. I use this Mission Impossible one a lot. Templates tend to work great if they closely resemble your desired end product. They have really nice media and some pre-built animation elements. If you don't see one that's a good fit for what you want, just use the menu above to start a blank Powtoon.
Grammarly does more than catch errors. With Grammarly, you can find...
You will be prompted to choose a look for your Powtoon. As I hover over the different looks, the subcategories below update. Mainly, you are looking for a character and background styles that you like. After you choose your style, the Powtoon editor will load. Along the left, you'll see what looks like a slide outline view similar to Google Presentation or PowerPoint. But instead of slides, consider each one of these as a scene that can be up to 20 seconds long. Over here, Powtoon is even suggesting some common scenes like intros and situations, which can be very helpful since they come with animations and images started for you. I'll stick with the free options and add in this one, and my slide immediately changes. The scene I selected is 4 seconds long as indicated in the timeline. I will click to add my title and subtitle and make some adjustments as needed. When you click on text and then the settings icon, a window pops up that lets you change color, size, font, as well as some other things like effects, links, and animations. Each element in your scene, whether it's text or images, has an entrance and an exit effect or behavior. And this is noted on the timeline below. This one fades in for both. And I can change that by clicking on the effect on the timeline or by using this Effects tab. Similarly, if you click on a non-text item, you'll be able to flip your graphic, change it out for something else, or adjust its colors. And if you make a change you don't like, just use the undo button. The settings icon brings up more options, and I'll similarly adjust this item's entrance effect to come up from the bottom of the slide, and I'll add a hand to accompany its entrance. To preview your changes, click Play Slide, or you can drag this playhead to any spot on the timeline and click the blue play button to play from that spot. I definitely have some timing issues, and I think I want to space some of my effects out more. I'm going to use the plus button at the end of the timeline to add in a few seconds. Now I just need to act like a director and adjust when each element in the scene enters and exits. I want the title text in first, so I will click on that. Geography title comes in at about 1 second, which is just fine. I want the subtitle delayed a little bit, so I'll choose that element either by clicking it on the timeline or on my slide. And I'm going to have it start about 4 seconds in, which is when the title word's entrance effect is wrapping up. I often use the playhead to help me move forward and backward on the timeline to see what's happening so I can adjust my timing better. Now I want this light bulb and place mark to come in last, so I will select it. Now this element is really a combination of different items that are all entering at the same time. And if I hover over that area on the timeline, I can see that several items come in at this spot on the timeline. The word frame, the place mark, and the light bulb. And I want the word frame to come in right away for my title, but not the light bulb and the place mark. So I will select those and then delay their entry. When I preview, I definitely like it better, but I have a layering issue with the hand going behind my title text. Keep in mind that everything you add to Powtoon is on a different layer, which is why you can see this light bulb on top of the place mark. Right now, this blue place mark is on a layer beneath the text layer, so the hand is actually going underneath that layer. And to fix that, I will select the place mark, go into its settings, choose a range, and I'm going to move it to the front layer. Now it's hiding the light bulb. So I'm going to repeat that process by choosing the light bulb, and I'll move it to the front. The result is that the place mark and the light bulb are now on the top 2 layers. And when I preview, the hand effect looks much better. Continue adjusting elements and timing until your scene or animation looks just the way you want it to. To add in your next scene or slide, click the plus slide button. My background from the last slide came over also, but to change it, you just choose the background tab. There are many free backgrounds to choose from, or you can upload your own. And I will go with this classroom scene. If you would like to add a transition between your slides or scenes, just click right here and choose from one of the many options available. Let me now choose the Characters tab to bring in a character. There are 2 themes listed here in the free area, but remember that you can mix looks, so I can swap from cartoon to something else to access different free characters. And when you hover over an available character, his or her actions appear. And when I click on the character's settings, I can decide if this animated behavior loops or not, or I can even take it out. Let me go to the Text tab and quickly add a text box with the title on it. I really like the handwriting effect, so I'm going to apply that to it. Now I want to add a word balloon and some text to show what my character is thinking. I will stay on the Text tab and choose the style of callout that I like. And when you add a word balloon, you're really adding a callout and a text box separately. So you can edit the text in the callout and then adjust both elements on the timeline to have them enter when you want. I would like to have the callout enter just before the text, and I'll leave both of their entrances set to fade in. Now let me add a prop by visiting the Props tab. These are preloaded items from Powtoon that you can add to your scenes, and they are searchable. Again, some are free and some are definitely not. Like everything else, I can arrange this item on my timeline just the way I want. I'll add some additional animation to this globe by selecting it, using the gear icon, and then clicking the A to B option. For animations, you are setting the end state. So I will have the globe move over here and increase in size. This section of the timeline shows when the globe will start to transition from the initial state to the end state, and I can adjust the duration of that to make the animation happen slower or faster. Let me preview again to see how it's looking. That looks good. Powtoon is auto-saving, but it's not a bad idea to title your project and manually save it periodically for peace of mind. I'm now going to close this demo project and open the Mission Impossible template so I can show you how to adjust templates and how to also add in custom images, videos, and some narration.
One of the great challenges in this world is knowing enough about a subject to think you're right.
This template came with 6 scenes, which I can see over here. And for some reason, the timeline is turned off, so I'm going to toggle it back on for easier editing. Now when I preview, the first 2 slides look great just as they are. But this third Today's Mission slide is going to need adjusted for my needs. I will click on the text and make my changes. Again, I'll use this playhead to scrub or preview through the timeline to see which elements I need to change, adjust timing, or even just delete completely. Right here, I want to insert a picture of Loki. Now, I knew there wouldn't be any preloaded pictures of Loki in Powtoon, so I previously saved one to my computer. I'll choose the Media tab, click Upload, and browse to my picture. I don't like this gray image holder behind my picture, so I'm going to select it and then just hit the delete button on my keyboard to get rid of it. When uploading my own images, I prefer to use ones with a transparent background so there isn't a white box around my uploaded pictures. And when you're searching in Google Images, you can filter for those that have transparent backgrounds. The timing of the entrance of my Loki graphic looks great, so I'm just going to adjust his entrance effect. Let me quickly delete or edit the other text elements on the slide. Now the scene looks pretty good. Let me move on to the next. Instead of this information, I think I'd rather just include a video here. I can either take the time to delete each element from the timeline, or I can delete this slide entirely from the slide sorter view and just add in a new slide, which is much faster. To add a video, click the Media tab. Now, any media that you have already uploaded is accessible in the My Media folder. You can browse to a video that you have on your computer, or if you've already uploaded it like me, you just choose it. Videos can only be up to 90 seconds long and must be in MP4 format. Once added, the video clip fills my entire slide. You can use the gear to adjust the start time of a video and mute the audio if you would like to. And when I preview the slide, I can barely hear the video since the background music that came with this template is pretty loud. I'm going to click the sound control icon to turn down the background music. Now, if you want to add a YouTube video to Powtoon, you will need to do that by using the linking method. So on a new slide, I'll add in something that will indicate to my viewers that this might be a link to click on. After I do that, click Settings, and then choose Link, and add in the link of a YouTube video. If you want to see how these links behave, click Preview. I'm going to fast forward to where this element appears, and then you can see it just turns into a clickable link for users.
Thank you for the comment.
Close the preview to return back to editing mode. Before we export this Powtoon, let's peek at the Sound tab. This Powtoon came with a perfect background music, but if I wanted something else, I could change it here. Now, background music can only be added to the entire Powtoon, but in contrast, voice narration can either be added to play through the whole Powtoon, or you can just add it to one slide. I think it's a lot easier to add narration slide by slide. And to do this, go to the slide where you want to add some narration and click Sound. Then scroll up to the top of that window and click Add Voiceover. Then Record. Choose whether you want your narration to play through the entire Powtoon or just for this current slide. Then choose Start Record and record your message. Preview it, and if you like it, save it. Urgent message. Urgent message. The narration starts when the slide starts. And if that doesn't work for you, you could always record a few seconds of silence before you started talking for timing purposes. Okay, let's export this Powtoon. If you only plan to play or share this from Powtoon's website, click the Create Personal Player page. Choose your category and visibility. Since I'm on the free version, I'm pretty much stuck with the defaults. And then just choose Export Powtoon when done.
So many people ask me, Felicia, what is the minimum amount that I need to get started with investment?
If you would rather export somewhere else, or if you're looking for a way to download your Powtoon video without paying for the upgrade, click Export again, and this time choose Export to YouTube. You will need a free YouTube account, and we'll enter your YouTube account credentials here. And then just follow the prompts. This process will also republish your project to Powtoon. And as noted here, you will get an email when the export to YouTube has been completed. This can take a while, so procrastinators, be forewarned. Mine only ended up taking about 5 minutes, but I've had it take a couple hours, especially if I'm exporting multiple projects in one day. So now let me swap over to my YouTube Video Manager. I can see the exported video here, and from my Video Manager, I can download the MP4 file. So that's Powtoon, a powerful and creative presentation meets video program that adds some bang to boring presentations and provides a creative platform for a variety of educational and professional applications.
So basically, that's Powtoon, alright? And definitely, Powtoon is
When I mention PowerPoint, I'm pretty sure one of the images that
interesting application which we can use to facilitate our learning process, to facilitate your learning process, especially when it comes to completing your assignments. For instance, this is my personal Powtoon account, and from the video just now, if you guys remember, when you go for Powtoon here, you can log in using your Google account, and it will be free. Alright, you can just link it to your Google account so that later when you complete your group assignment, for instance, it's easier for you to export your Powtoon video to YouTube, for instance, for the purpose of submitting your assignment. Alright, because later when you submit your assignment, you can just submit the YouTube link so that I can just click on the link and then watch it later. So you can only do so if your Powtoon account is being linked to your YouTube, and YouTube is under Google, so that's why it's easier actually if you can. Alright, so this is my Powtoon account. Alright, so from the layout itself, you can create a lot of things, alright, for your assignment purpose. For instance, you can build your own branded character here. Yes, you can click it, for instance, okay, and then you can create your own character, okay. Try it for free, okay, because yes, as from the video just now, okay, I am also using Powtoon for free, okay. So you can choose your gender, for instance, male or female, and then just click next, and then body type, and then this is just like creating your own avatar actually. Alright, so you can choose from all these features, okay. We have Asian here if you want to, okay. If you can choose this one, for instance, and then you can customize the face, the shape, if you don't want the beard, for instance. Okay, so there are a lot of functions, okay, and then you can pick the outfit, for instance, okay. So a lot of functions, and I can just finish, and tada, this is your character, all right, for instance, your avatar, so you can name him, all right, so let's say I name it Safwan, my name, 123, okay, for instance, okay, let's say this is my avatar, okay, and then you can straight away edit the character in a studio if you want to, okay, or here, okay, there are a lot of templates you can choose from. Let's say you want to complete your assignment using these student projects, you can click it, okay. For instance, this is your assignment actually, or to create an awesome video, for instance, okay. And then when you create the video as a group, you have to create a video based on one of these three themes: love, respect, and technology. So you have to choose only one out of three, all right? And then you have to produce a video, use 7 to 10 minutes, and then you can use Powtoon to complete your assignment, okay? And in fact, if you guys remember just the Mission Possible, I have it as well here, all right? Let's watch it for a while. So that's for your assignment, definitely the instructions, whatnot, okay. And then going back to my Powtoon, for instance, here, this is my Mission Impossible, for instance. Okay, let's say I want to edit it, okay. So more or less the same as what the video showed you just now, okay. So give it some time to upload, okay. So yes, if you guys remember, you can add scenes, okay, hello there, whatnot. You can include characters, whatnot here. Don't forget that to use all these buttons on your left and your right, both, okay. On your left here, just like the slides, but instead of having slides, you have the scene, all right. And then on your right here are all the props, okay, the characters, images, if you want to put it into your Powtoon video, for instance, okay. So for instance here, let's say the first one here, if you want to add character, you can just click character. My character, for instance, you have I have both character just now, okay. I can choose happy, typing, whatnot, okay. Let's see, okay, so there are two characters here, whatnot, okay. So you can put in characters, and then don't forget you can adjust the timing here, okay. For instance, here, okay, if you play it, okay, and then don't forget that here, if you go to the timeline, okay, you know that, okay, good day student, it appears on second, all right, the third second, yeah, second, okay. And then you here, your mission starts here, okay. So you can adjust everything, okay. Here my picture appears after the line, okay. After the line, then only my picture appears, and then continue with the words, okay. So you can always adjust these items with the timeline here at the bottom. And then the wordings, okay, if you want the effects, okay, it can be word by word here, type, for instance, and then don't forget bounce, whatnot, going up, going down, whatnot. You can always choose the effects. Okay, more or less the same as what you have with your Microsoft PowerPoint now. But definitely with Powtoon here, it is more interesting and it will be uh, more colorful, okay, with characters, whatnot. And this is what you will be doing in order for you to complete one more time this, all right, your group assignment. Okay, so the grouping is ready, and this is how you're going to be awarded marks based on the video quality, the sound quality, whether we can hear your we can listen to your presentation clearly, all right, performance as a group, okay, whether the teamwork is there, okay, and then delivery of the message, the creativity as well as the team. Don't forget, it's either on love, respect, or technology, okay, and then the originality, your idea, okay. So you can complete your assignment using Powtoon here. But if you don't want to use Powtoon in order for you to complete your group assignment here, you can use any other video editing tools, okay? You can physically be there in the video if you don't want to use Powtoon, if you don't want to use characters, alright, cartoon characters. You can be yourself and then present in the video. You can use a lot of other video editing software. For instance, you can just simply Google, for instance, free video editing software. Here we have a lot of free video editing software, all right. And in fact, your seniors, we also have students submitting their assignment using TikTok. For instance, they use TikTok account, TikTok filter, Instagram filter to complete the assignment. Yes, you can do that as well. Use your creativity. Powtoon is only an option, so you can use any other video editing tools as well in order for you to complete your assignment. And then whenever you go online, if you go for the free one, always type free video editing software, for instance, free online photo editor, for instance. There will be a lot of applications available online which you can choose from to facilitate your assignment, all right, to complete your assignment, all right, to help you in order for you to complete your assignment, all right. So yeah, that's all for this week. And next week, for next week lessons, I'll be sharing with you guys on how to present, okay, using Google Meet, for instance, or Loom. Okay, stay tuned. I wish you all the best. And if you have any questions pertaining to your group assignment, please don't hesitate to contact me and ask me questions. All right, thank you guys. I'll see you again next week. Bye bye.